lights on. Turn all the lights on.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It is SnakeMCGaming back to bring you another fun-filled episode of Minecraft Resource Pack Reviews. You love my singing voice, you know it, get over it. Anyway, so, we're going to move on as fast as we possibly can because I want to get the raw footage of this video under 20 minutes just to see if I can do it, because if I can and make these videos shorter and make them more popular because people will love to watch them. Anyway, moving on, so as you can see, we are doing the Pamplemousse 8679 texture pack. I'm pretty sure the 8679 is just the name of the file. It is Pamplemousse by Mr. Fruit Tree. Link to the Planet Minecraft download will be in the description below. Alright, let's head on into it. Oh, forgot to tell you, this is described as a semi-modern texture pack on the Planet Minecraft website. So, yeah, let's move on. Why are you doing this? That was weird. Okay, so anyway, here we are in the options menu. You have all your different options buttons. I really do like the buttons and how it glows red and then the letters glow yellow when you click on them. That's really neat. Very obvious that you're highlighting over something. So that's pretty cool. Apparently, Pamplemousse people like chili, and I do like the cleanness of the logo. Very clean, very crisp kind of letters. I really do like clean, crisp letters in texture packs. It makes me smile. I almost went into multiplayer, which would have been a bad idea. Okay, guys, so automatically you see the reticle is definitely very different. It actually reminds me of the reticle that I use in CSGO, except not green. Alright, so let's go ahead and get right on into it. Here we have the stone, the dirt, the coarse dirt, which does not appear to be finished, the grass block, the podzol, and the mycelium, which might be changed, but I'm pretty sure it's not. I'm pretty sure mycelium and podzol are not finished. I do not know if this texture pack is made specifically for building or not, so you never know. Anyway, let's go ahead and keep moving on. Here we have the cobblestone, mossy cobblestone, stone brick, mossy stone brick, cracked stone brick, and the chiseled stone brick, and that is what the top of that looks like. Okay, sorry, I was just checking something real quick. So here we are with the 1.8 blocks, and it doesn't look like any of the 1.8 blocks are done. This is definitely the default granite, andesite, and diorite, or vice versa. I don't remember which. I think this is andesite, actually. And this is definitely all the default, and this is definitely all default. So that's kind of sad that that's not finished. But the glowstone is done. I actually really like that glowstone. Sea lantern is not finished. And then, of course, here's the glowstone lamp and the lever. On, off. Very nice. Looks like glowstone with a border around it. I'm okay with that, though. Here is the brick, the bedrock, and this is the obsidian, which I'm a huge fan of. I was going to say this doesn't look like it's finished. But no, it's definitely just it's a version of cobblestone. So here's the cobblestone, stone brick, and brick stairs, as well as the slabs and the smooth stone half slab. Here's your gravel, your sand, and your red sand. And of course your sandstone, your smooth sandstone, and of course your chiseled sandstone. It doesn't look like many of the 1.8 blocks are finished at all, now that I think about it, because that red sand... The red sand is done, but for some reason the red sandstone and the sandstone stairs and all that stuff is not done. I don't know why. They did the red sand, but they didn't do anything else. I'm kind of disappointed. Sad face. Here, of course, is the stairs and slabs for each corresponding sandstone. These, of course, are not finished. It doesn't look like any of the saplings are changed in the slightest. Oh, okay, so some 1.8 blocks are done. I don't actually, never mind, the wood is not 1.8. I'm dumb. Alright, so anyway, we are with the wood stuffs. We have oak, spruce, birch, jungle, acacia, and dark oak. Logs, planks, and leaves at the top. Very cool. Let's take a look at the insides. I actually really like the way the Acacia one looks like in this texture pack. Acacia looks really neat, although I'm not a fan of the actual plank color itself. It kind of is mildly disappointing. Although I do love the dark oak plank color, so that kind of makes up for it. Alright, moving on to some of the nethery stuff. Here we have soul sand, sponge, wet sponge. That's definitely done because it's completely different in Minecraft. I don't know if it's the original Minecraft texture or not, but it's definitely finished. And then of course here we have the netherrack, the nether brick, which is a little too similar to the color of the netherrack to me, and of course the quartz ore, as well as the quartz block, the quartz bricks, or the chiseled quartz, I'm sorry, that looks like bricks for some reason, and the quartz pillar block, which that is what the top of that looks like. Very nice. Alright, moving on, here is the quartz stair and slab, as well as the nether brick stair and the nether brick slab. Here's the watermelon, the ice, the snow, the packed ice, the bale of hay, the endstone, the pumpkin, and the jack-o'-lantern. And then, of course, here's the wooden stairs and the wooden slabs. And turning to the ore wall, starting from least rarest to most rarest, with the ores on the top and the corresponding storage blocks on the bottom, we have the coal, the iron, the redstone, the lapis lazuli, the gold, the diamond, and the emerald. Very, 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 very nice. I can tell that it's raining. Alright, so here is the bed. I actually really like the bed. It's really cool and blue. I like blue. It looks like connected textures. Oh, this is... Okay, so I am a huge... There's some of my modified texture pack that I use for PvPing and such is using a lot of these texture packs because my friend Danny made it and she likes some of the things in the texture pack. This is a texture pack that has glass that I really like. I don't know why, it just looks really cool to me. We have, this is the regular glass. It looks like, that's what it looks like normally. Nice little shine thingies right there. And then, of course, the connected textures works for it. It doesn't look like the connected textures is working, or it's a personal choice not to have it work on the stained glass, which I really like because it's really nice and crisp and clean looking, whereas in default and even in faithful, it's a lot more less crisp and more of a dull of each color, but I think it looks really, really, really cool. Alright, so here is the wooden fences and the wooden gates. Alright, and of course the regular cobblestone wall and the mossy cobblestone wall. Fantastico! Alright, let's move on. Whoops, this way. Let's go! And here we are. We are inside of the next room to look at more stuff. Alright, so here is the wool and the carpet. I really like that texture. It's kind of neat. Looks nice and soft and comfy like a quilt or something. Alright, so here is the clay block, the hardened clay block, and all of the hardened clay block colors. Kind of like it. I think I prefer the faithful version more. Alright, so here's our banners in all of the different banner colors. It's definitely got a little bit of a different texture to it. And then, of course, these are TARDISes. Beautiful, beautiful TARDISes. You can't not have a TARDIS, I'm just saying, because a TARDIS is amazing. Alright, so here is the regular chest and the trap chest. You can tell it's a trap chest because it's got the little red glow around it. Very nice. This is your ladder, which for some reason looks like a rail. But alright, creative choice. I'm not sure how much of a fan I am of it, but whatever. Here's your iron bars. They're black iron bars, which do exist in the world, so I cannot fault them for that. Here are your vines, which to me look a little bit too much like seaweed. Here's your cobweb, which is a little thicker than the default cobweb. And then, of course, here is your torch. And then, of course, the double chest. Oh, this is what your chest inventory looks like, by the way. Very cool. We're going to go ahead and just... Don't need those in my pocket. I'll just put them in there. Yep. Alright. And then, of course, here is your double trapped chest. And your ender chest, that is not been changed, I don't think. Pretty sure that is pure default. Alright, here is your crafting bench, which looks like a cabinet, like a filing cabinet. I wonder if this texture pack was made for builders and not necessarily for survival. That could potentially be why some of these blocks aren't finished, now that I think about it. Alright, anyway, moving on, here we have the flower pot, and let me go ahead and let's grab the red tulip, and we shall see. Very nice. That is what a flower looks like in the flower pot. We're gonna go ahead and leave that in there. Actually, I don't need to really take that out. Actually, I kind of do, just because there are some texture packs that have a drastic change when it's inside of it. The Christmas special we did actually had one with a drastic change. Anyway, let's move on before we get too far. Here is your oven, which is a conventional oven for modern times. Let's go ahead and see what it looks like when it's cooking. Very cool. You can actually kind of see like a cooking meat in there. It looks like it's the chicken symbol when you're hungry. And of course, here is the note block. Oops, I accidentally put a button on it. And the jukebox, very cool. And it looks like the dispenser and the dropper are not finished. The slime block, however, is finished. It looks very fun and bouncy. Alright, so all the doors aren't done. The regular oak doors are, and the iron doors are, but the spruce, birch, jungle, acacia, and sadly the dark oak doors are not finished. Depressing. Here is your wooden trapdoor. Your iron trapdoor, however, is not done. Here's your stone button, by the way. Taking a look at that a little bit later. Your bookshelves are completely finished, and well, looks like a bookshelf. Very cool. And then it looks like the book on top is not changed. However, the rest of it is, and I don't know why it is a bench, but it is, and I'm mildly confused about it. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and take a look at some of our swords here. Oh, let's go. There we go. Alright, so here is your wooden sword, and your stone sword, and your golden sword, and your iron sword, and of course your wooden sword, which, oh, it's a keyblade. Okay, that's kind of adorable, I gotta say. It's a freaking keyblade, and I like keyblades, so you get bonus points for having a keyblade. At least I think it's supposed to be a keyblade. It kind of looks like it's... Never mind, that's not a keyblade. I'm actually depressed right now. Oh, looks like their inventory hasn't been updated just yet. Ooh, knockback 2, sharpness 3. Not too shabby. It could have been 10 billion times better, however, but whatever. Alright, let us move on. Here we are at the shrooms. And of course the grass, the tall grass. And of course this is the fern. For some reason the fern looks more like tall grass than the grass does, or whatever. And of course here is the dead bush. And all of the different flowers, which are all changed and all look pretty nice. I gotta say, I do enjoy the flowers. The flowers are nice and bright and colorful. They do a pretty good job with very colorful things. I will say this texture pack is colored pretty spectacularly, if I do say so myself. So here is, of course, your double tall fern and your double tall grass. And your cactus, very beautiful. And of course your sugar cane. Good. Alright, and of course here is your wheat. And it doesn't look that the carrots or the potatoes have been changed at all. But of course here's your farmland, which I can't really tell. I think is mildly different, but I'm not 100% positive on that. And of course here's your pumpkin stalks and your melon stalks. And your daylight sensor in the standard position and in the altered position, which the altered position is not different from regular. which is kind of depressing. Alright, so here is your redstone stuff, starting with the torch, which has a see-through texture. I don't know if that's on purpose or not. I'm pretty sure it's just a broken texture. And, of course, your dust, repeater, and comparator, which is also broken. And then, of course, the active stuff. And then we'll go ahead and, just because I like the way it looks, I kind of like how the redstone does that little cool light, bright, vibrant light thingy when it turns. Here are your pressure plates, all 4 of them. Once again, your stone button, your wooden button, and your hoppers, one turned to the left. And of course, here is your sticky and regular piston. For some reason, even though the slimes are green, your sticky piston has blue stickiness. Maybe the slime balls are yellow, I don't know. And of course, here's the insides of them. Beautiful. And of course, here is your anvils in various states of decay. Those have not actually been changed. Neither has the ender portal or the ender eye. The mob heads, however, have. Steve's head is all kinds of janked up dough. That's kind of depressing. Ooh, I like the zombie heads though. That's pretty cool. They could take advantage of the 1.8 and put like a head around it, like a head layer around it, and boom, it'd be even better, I think. It doesn't look like the wither skeletons are finished. They're at least judging by the head. Anyway, maybe they changed something with their body and kept the head. Who knows? Alright, let's move on! And here we are into the item room. Yes. Alright, so far, I do kind of like the item frames. It's a nice white background that makes everything in here stick out. That's pretty freaking cool. So here are some random miscellaneous items that you will see in your inventory, or if they drop on the ground. I'm making weird noises. I apologize. It's almost 4 in the morning. I'm doing a video because I'm weird. Go ahead and toggle downfall. I don't think I'm going to make the 20-minute mark, because I'm pretty sure I've already been recording for about 15, and we still got about another 10 minutes of stuff to do. Sorry, guys. Here are the potions and the splash potions, which I can't tell if they've been changed. No, they have not been. So, I'm going to doubt this has been changed. The circles, no, those are not different. I'm sad because of that. The brewing stand's not changed, however the cauldron filled and none filled are different, so that's good. Here are all of your tools. That's an interesting tool. That's a shovel, a pickaxe, a sword, and do I have to put it away? An axe, and the hoe. It's an interesting hoe. Ha! Get it? And then of course this is what the standard ones look like until you get diamond stuff, which for some reason is super duper different, and except for the hoe. Whoosh! Looks more like a scythe than it does a hoe, but whatever. Alright, here's some other random items which have not been changed, except for maybe the shears. And the flint and steel is definitely different, so that's cool. There's your fire. Since I don't actually have a fire, I should have a fire. I need to put a fire in, or I can just do that every time I add that to my list of stuff. Alright, let's move on. Okay, so the book and quill have been changed, and I actually really like that. Looks really cool. The ender eye is changed here, but for some reason it's not changed in the actual portal, which is where it counts, I think. These haven't changed either, I don't think. It might have a bolder outline, maybe. Here is your discs. Your armor stand hasn't been changed. Your leather armor, I think it's mildly different. I think it's more textured looking. Chain armor has not been touched. Your gold armor, diamond armor, or iron armor, diamond armor, they have all been altered, but they're still default looking. I'm pretty sure they've all been altered. I actually can't tell. If I can't tell, I'm going to go with they haven't been changed, but I could be wrong, because I don't think there's that much of a shine on the armor when you're wearing it in default. Anyway, let's move on. Here's the foodstuffs, some of which has been changed. The cake is definitely different, I believe. It's a darker color and more spots, I think. And yeah, it's definitely different, because this is a chocolate cake. Who doesn't love chocolate cake? I don't know. That's why there's another cake over here. Okay, so here is your string attached to your tripwired traps. which have actually been changed, so that's good. And of course, here is your explosion. Explosion, I don't think has changed. And here, of course, is your TNT, which is actually C4 instead of TNT. Doesn't really make any sense, but whatever. Alright, so your rails are completely weird and different, but whatever. Here is like a monorail kind of thing. It's kind of weird. Alright, so here is the bent rail, the regular rail, the detector rail, the powered rail, the detector rail, and the booster rail, and this is what they look like in their turned on position. Okay, moving on. Here we have the minecarts are not changed. No! Alright, so let's go into game mode S. And here is your heart meter, your experience bar, and of course your food bar. And of course here is flowing water, which is barely flowing, and your still water, your lily pad, your boat, and your bubbles. Very cool. And let's hop back into game mode C, go back into creative. Here's your flowing lava and your still lava. Actually kind of like the lava. It's nice and bright and vibrant and cool. And of course here's what it looks like when you're on fire. You can barely see it, which is why it's in my PvP pack. My PvP texture pack that I have for Hunger Games, because when you're using default or faithful, that fire is tall and it's hard to see, yo. Alright, so here are the paintings, all completely changed, which is kind of a rare thing, especially in texture packs that don't have completed things. Usually the paintings are the last to be changed, but here it is, and it's pretty cool. I like them. They're nice and bright and colorful, which is something I've come to expect from this texture pack. It looks like a lot of just like abstract art, which is a very modern thing. So like I said, I think this might be a builder's texture pack. And if it is, I'll have a look at it, and if it is, I'll put it in the description below. I'll look at the Planet Minecraft thing, put it in the description, either below or I'll have letters cross the screen or something like I've been doing lately because it really looks cool at some point. So yeah, anyway, let's move on to the tree room. And here we are in the tree room. Yay! Where we look at all the trees in their completely full-grown state. Ah, yeah, so let's get it going. Here's the oak tree. You're gonna like the leaves. They're see-through, but not like too see-through, which is pretty cool. Like leaves. Here is your spruce tree. And your birch tree. And the acacia tree, which I really like. I like the color on the acacia log right there. It looks cool. And of course your jungle tree, which looks jungly and tree-like. And the ever lovely dark oak tree. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Alright, so let us move on and take a look at the sun and the moon and the beacons and all that good stuff. Yeah! Alright, let's go. Okie dokie! Here we are back. And, well, of course, we're back. It was like a second ago. Anyway, so here's your sun. It's all sunny-like, and it's got a interesting sun ray out there. I don't really understand it, but it looks cool, so why not? Alright, let's go to time set 1600. 16,000, and there's your moon, which I don't know if it's been changed or if it was left intentionally square. I think it has been changed mildly, though. But here, of course, is your moon and your night sky. Very cool. Alright. 26. And, of course, we put this bic. And I don't do this in every video because I keep forgetting. But, of course, here is your command block. Nice. Alright, let's go take a look at our beacons. Here's your beacon block. I guess the nether star kind of looks funky. And, of course, all your beacon beams. Let's take a look on the inside. Ooh, that's bright. Ooh, that's bright. Ooh, that's super bright. Okay, I can't. Here we go. Ooh, that's super bright. Alright. And, of course, all the colors. Once again, very bright, very vibrant. And let's just do a quick fly through. And one more time. Alright, let's go. Let's look at some mobs. Here we are in the mob den. Alright, yes, this is where the mobs go. And we're gonna go ahead and turn on difficulty. Oh, that's a lock thing. For some reason it doesn't have a texture. Too easy, and look at some mobs. Creeper. Creeper, you creepy. Similar to the regular creepers, except with glowing red eyes, because I don't know if creepers actually have. I don't know that, yes they do. Alright, well, that explains what the slime block is yellow. Here's your skeletons that aren't skeletons. They have flesh and guns. Your army men. Just check your pet meat for, like, I don't know, like, stuff. Weird, stupid stuff. Spiders. Oh, you creepy and slimy looking. It's gross. Alright, I need to get rid of some of these things because we got stupid freaking slime spawning everywhere. Alright, and zombies. Ooh, a baby zombie. They look like Steve, only dead. I like it. Alright, and the slimes are definitely green. For some reason, the slime block is changed, yet it's not green or yellow. Like, it's not this yellow color for some reason. It's kind of freaking me out a little bit. Alright. YOLO. Let's take a look at our Enderman. Our Enderman doesn't appear to have been changed, although he might have been slightly altered. Maybe grayer than usual, but I could be wrong. Cave spiders. These guys, I don't think have been changed. Guardians. I didn't expect them to be changed. I just like to watch them flop around. And the witch has not been changed at all. Wart. Alright, let us turn it on to peaceful. Okay, and let's go take a look at some more mobs. Piggly, 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 wigglies. Oh, they're so cute. They have little dirt on their mud on their feet, like they've been rolling around in the mud. It's adorable. Alright, here's some sheep. Sheepy weepies look adorable, warble. Adorable, warble? I'm weird. Here are your cows. What up, cows? How you doing? You look cow-like. Yo, chickens, which I don't think have been done, or they just haven't been changed enough for me to tell. It might be the latter. I'll just spawn another chicken. Alright. Squid. Oh, you squid are gross. Oh my god, you're so nasty. Oh my god. Yeah, look at all the squid. It's awesome. Woof, woof, woof. You guys haven't been changed. Neither have you. Dogs whose name I can't remember. Mushrooms. Very mooey and shroomy. Get it? Mooey and shroomy. Let's take a look at our ocelots, which don't appear to have been altered either. When was the last time this texture pack was updated? Kitty cats, they're not changed. Rabbits, of course, they're not changed. It was 1.8. Villagers don't appear to have been altered either. Neither has your beloved savior and protector, the Iron Golem. The horses are not different. Their horse inventory is not even changed. So that's kind of depressing. Alright, let's pop on back into easy and go take a look at the nether. And here we are at our nether portal. The obsidian looks really cool. It's nice and black, which is cool. But the portal has not been altered, and neither have the pixels or the particles around it, sadly. But let's pop into the nether and take a look at some nether mobs and the nether in itself and see what we like about it. Okay, now. Here it is in your nether. It looks similar to default. It's a slightly muddier color. And I'm kind of laggy in here for some reason. I do like the way the nether brick comes together, but it does blend in just a smidge too much with it. You can still tell it's still dark enough, so it's not too big of a deal, but the colors are very similar and very close together. But all in all, not a terrible looking nether. The other things that they have, the quartz and of course the gravel and the soul sand, stick out very well, so I like that. Here is your ghasts, so I won't have to take a look at one of those later. They actually don't appear to have been altered. Let's take a look at our zombie pigmen since they're everywhere. Zombie pigmen hasn't been changed. I'm going to assume our magma cube has not been altered either. And I'm going to assume our blazes aren't changed either. Nope. We already know the wither skeleton's not changed, so not going to bother. I guess let's go ahead and... Oh, look, I never fixed this. Alright, let us go ahead and see if we have an altered wither skeleton. You know, I'm disappointed with wither skeletons. None of them are ever changed. Nope, wither skeleton is not the same. So, yeah, that's kinda mildly depressing. I'm just gonna keep this exploded. F it, I don't even care. Alright, let's move on into the end and take a look at the Ender Dragons. I have no hopes that the Ender Dragon's gonna be changed, which is always a sad thing. But we're gonna take a look at the end anyway. And then we'll give this bad boy a rating. Alright, shall we? Let's go! And here we are inside the dungeon room. We're gonna take a look at a silverfish. Oh, the silverfish isn't changed. Nice. It's got a little weird glowy thingy. The endermite, however, has not. I've seen a lot of endermites go overlooked, though. Here's your nether brick friends, by the way. I don't know if I've actually ever had a spot where you can see it, but this is it right here. Very cool, very nice. And then, of course, here is your dungeon room. I actually really like the look of it. The black iron bars and the style of the nether brick really look ominous and dungeony. And then you have the regular default thing here, not even changed to match the ender eyes default thing, and it's kind of like meh. Just makes it meh instead of awesome. So anyway, let's dive in. Okie dokie. Whoa, I got a little turned around. Let's go take a look at some ender dragons. Let's turn the volume down first because they can tend to get loud, and then go take a look at some ender dragons. Alright, here we are in the end, and naturally, whoa, that was weird. Wait, is it different? Is it changed? Did they change the ender dragon, or am I just stupid? No, never mind. The eyes looked different for a second, but they weren't. Let's take a look at their ender crystals, which... No, the ender crystals are definitely the same. Oh well, we weren't expecting them to be changed too much. I was kind of hoping the ender dragon would be changed, just because I love when people change the ender dragon, but it doesn't happen. Alright, so, time for a rating. I already know I've gone about 10 minutes over the time. Looks like I can't get this episode done as thoroughly and as quickly as I want. I gotta sacrifice one for the other, and I'm a fan of thoroughness and not quickness. Anyway, let's go ahead and give ourselves a nice, fun rating, and we're gonna rate this texture pack a 6.5. Definitely a 6.5. It's not a terrible texture pack, but there is so much not done that I cannot give it something too high. The reason it got higher than a 5, which is what I was originally planning on giving it, is because I don't think there was one texture that I didn't like that was finished. So, you know, you barely passed the mid-grade, get those textures done, and I feel like your score would bump up a lot more. Alright guys, well, I think that is it for this episode. Remember, the link, if you want to check this texture pack out on your own, remember that the link will be down below in the description, as well as a link to my Twitter page, which you can click on that and give me a follow on Twitter. Also, remember, if there's a texture pack that you guys want me to review, please feel free, leave a comment down in the comments below. Let me know which texture pack it is. I will take a look at it and see if I feel like doing it, and you never know. Maybe one of your texture packs will be in the next resource pack reviews. Alright, that's it. This has been Resource Pack Reviews. I'm SnakeMCGaming, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out.